Alright, so today we're building an Xmen Villains display. Now Xmen has to be one of my favorite properties of all time to collect. I don't know if it's Spider-Verse, Dragon Ball Z, DC, Marvel, Turtles, indie characters, Star Wars. I collect it all besides G.I. Joes and Transformers and MCU. But honestly, if they made 1/12 scale Transformers, I'd definitely buy Optimus Prime and a Megatron, and I do own a few classifieds. That's beyond the point. You know what we do in this series. You only got a limited amount of space. You got family all in the house. You only got a small little area you can actually dedicate to yourself. That's what we do in this video. We're gonna try to shove as many figures as we possibly can into a cubicle shelf along the way. Speak briefly upon each character. Now, the first step you want to do, important step a lot of people seem to forget, is wash them fucking hands. Alright, second step, we want to make sure we get a backdrop for this. Now, I've got plenty of comic books, X-Men related content I could have used for the background, but while I was digging through the box to find some characters to put in here, I stumbled upon this AOA Marvel Legends backdrop thing, and it fits perfectly up there. Little to no work, it just shoves right up on in there. And this is the top shelf, so I'm gonna have to look up at this display, so you don't have to cover the entire bottom. The figures are gonna cover all that up. You just need something to look up at the top. And another reason why I wanted to use this, because the centerpiece of this display, Marvel Select Apocalypse. Now this figure is what I've been wanting for a long time. I'm a Toy Biz kid. I was waiting for a shrunken down Toy Biz Apocalypse pretty much. That's exactly what this is. I didn't need something ginormous. I just wanted a large Apocalypse. Diamond Select delivers every time. Now he's super stiff, but he looks good. Next up, we got the Toy Biz Sinister. Again, like I said, I'm a Toy Biz kid. This Sinister I had as a child. It still looks pretty good. I like the head sculpt a lot on it. I do have the Hasbro one, but I found this one first, so that's what's going on in there. The Hasbro Archangel, I wish I could have shoved him in there. He just wasn't fitting, so this is just a little tribute. Alright, and this is a prime example of patience is a virtue. Man, I bought this thing for $75. Not even 2 years, a year after I bought this, they released that 5-pack. Anyways, I chopped him up, made him a custom cape. I love this figure. I don't even need the reissue. It does look better, but this one is perfectly fine, man. I like it a lot. Next up, we got the Red Skull Build-A-Figure Onslaught. This is one of the first Build-A-Figures I completed getting back into collecting. Shout out my boy. He helped me along the way. And it's got that Kitty Pryde helmet on there. An amazing Build-A-Figure, super slept on. I don't know why people aren't on this like they should be. Next up, we got the HasLab Bastion. It sucks that this was behind a HasLab, but I managed to swoop this up for super cheap. My boy was selling out of Legends, and I bought a big lot from him. I managed to get this dude for $20. You heard me right, $20. Super steal. Next up, what are we working with? We got the Marvel Select Sabretooth. Still to this day, the best Sabretooth. Now, the articulation isn't there, but when it comes to the model, this is the most on-model Sabretooth that we got to this day. As well as the Select Apocalypse, it's just on model. It might not be the most articulated. Next up, we got the Hasbro Lady Deathstrike. Now, like I said, I'm a Toy Biz fanboy. I can't help it. And I like to make things one of one. I like to make things my flavor. So I went ahead and customized her, did a little kit bash. There was nothing wrong with the Hasbro one originally. I just like to make things one of one. So this is my Lady Deathstrike. And speaking of Toy Biz, I still have the Toy Biz Omega Red. Now the Hasbro one, fantastic. It's a great looking figure. Nothing wrong with it. But so is this Toy Biz one. There's nothing wrong with it. The sculpt is impeccable. Details crazy. I got it for super cheap. I had it as a kid. I love stuff like that. That's what I like to do. Now next up, we're going to talk about the 5-pack Cyber. I had to switch things around in here to make it all fit. But I really like this Cyber, man. A lot of people complain about it. I can see the gripes, but honestly, I think it's a good figure. I was waiting a long time for this Cyber to come out, and I'm pretty happy with it. Now we have one of the most slept on X-Men villains of all time. One of the most slept on legends. Silver Samurai. This thing is 100% dedicated sculpt. The silvers could have been a little bit more shiny. I really like this figure regardless. It's a one-to-one character. You're not getting any reuse out of this. Beautiful figure. Beautiful articulation. And then also we put the random in there. I forgot to mention random. Then we went ahead and added the Toy Biz Pyro. I had it as a kid. Sure, it's a little outdated, but it holds a lot of love in my heart. It holds a lot of nostalgia to me. I like to keep things one of one. I like to keep things unique to me. Sure, the ball hip joints are a little wonky. Once you get them up on a flight stand, you don't even notice it. Don't be an elitist, man. Enjoy the hobby. Now next up, we went ahead and added that 20th anniversary Toad. Now at first, I really didn't like this figure. I was mad at the price point. Mad you had to buy it with tax and shipping. And I wanted the fat Toad. But the more I look at this thing, the more it grew on me. I really like it a lot. While I was making this display, I've been watching Sopranos and I realized how much this guy looks like Ralph. Anybody else notice that this guy looks like Ralph from Sopranos? I just noticed it while I was trying to put him up on this display. He's got the exact same haircut and everything. Anyways, whatever. Let's move on to it. Hasbro Post exclusive, and you gotta pay shipping. That's a no-go. I got him on sale though, dog. Next up, we got the early days of Hasbro Quicksilver. Now, Quicksilver to me is always and forever will be Brotherhood of Evil Mutant. I don't like the MCU, the Avengers stuff. That's cool. I know that he is a hero too. But for me, X-Men Evolution Kid, man, he was always like the bad boy out of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Even though they're all evil mutants. But he was... And this is the only green suit Quicksilver we still have. So I throw him up in there, even though he's definitely outdated. Speaking of outdated, Sentinel Wave, Toy Biz, Mystique. Now I had this one as a kid, of course, Toy Biz kid. But who in the world even found this at a Walgreens? I never saw the Hasbro one at a Walgreens. Again, I'm not paying Hasbro Pulse to fucking buy a $25 figure and then pay shipping on top of it. And then there's a cell shade and it's crap. And it's not even on model to what they was putting in the promo images. This one is perfectly fine to me. I've had it since a kid. It works until I find a better replacement. But for now, it's good. I like it. Next up, we went ahead and added that SDC Hellfire Club. We got Sebastian Shaw and White Queen, and I forget his other homie's name, but we ended up tossing him out anyways because this is not fine-tuned yet. We want to go in here and fine-tune things as much as possible. I was not happy with how this was looking, so we're gonna go in here and move things around. I still am not happy with the way that this was looking, so we made a few minor tweaks, scooted some things around, tried to make a little bit more space, but I still wasn't content with the way that this was looking. So we had to end up throwing out Random, which I'm sad because I really do like that Random figure, but he was taking up too much room. So I ended up scooting Pyro up a little bit, moving Silver Samurai over a little bit, bringing Cyber out a little bit more. That's really all I did. And then just pretty much made Sebastian Shaw the centerpiece to the whole display, holding that Magneto helmet, because as you notice, Magneto is not anywhere to be found in this display. Of course, we got Onslaught, which is technically Magneto, but I'm still waiting on that good Magneto figure. I still got, what is it, the Family Matters pack Magneto, and that one's pretty good, but honestly, it's not the best, the end all be all. I'm hoping that new 97 Magneto is going to be the one to replace it. I've been seeing this popping up at Walmarts and Targets now. Hopefully I'll go on the hunt and find that one, because I definitely need that. But other than that, I like the way that this turned out. I really think it turned out really crispy. Not much more I could do. I definitely couldn't cram any more in here. Like halfway through this process, I realized, I was like, damn man, like I crammed a lot of stuff in here. I couldn't even count how many figures are in here at the moment. But man, we got a bevy of stuff. We got Marvel Select, Toy Biz, Hasbro, STC exclusives, box set figures, build-a-figures, customs, man. But it goes back to what I was saying earlier. I really like to make stuff one of one, custom to me and my taste and my liking. I don't like to have the same thing as everybody else. So I really enjoy the process of customizing and kit bashing and just bringing stuff to life. That's really the name of the game, man. Turning nothing into something. A little bit of paint goes a long way. A little bit of, you know, taking something and making it your own. That's what this is all about. You know, like a lot of people wouldn't keep the Toy Biz Sinister or keep a Toy Biz Mystique, but for me, those hold a special place in my heart. So they're going into the display until the day that they officially get knocked out. Now, like a Toy Biz Mystique, she's definitely got a counterpart that's better, but I could never find the Walgreens one, and I'm not about to pay $40 or was it $36 after shipping and stuff for a VHS one that's, it's alright, it's not that great. So for now, this will work perfectly fine. I can see the argument. I can see where you're like, oh, it's ugly. Yeah, it is a little outdated. I agree with you 100%. But the view you're seeing right now is the view that I see. I'm not up there 2 inches away from these figures. It all blends into one when I'm looking at it. So a Toy Biz figure in the background, that's not a big deal at all to me. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it inspired you to create something, make something, do good, be good, stay hydrated, Eat your fruits and vegetables. Whoop, whoop.